How do you avoid DUI lawyers that are frauds or, frankly, are just not competent to handle your DUI case? That's what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm Dan Joffe, DUI lawyer at NextLaw. Unfortunately, in Ontario, there are DUI lawyers who are not who they say they are. At best, they are not competent to handle your DUI case. At worst, they are frauds. Here are 3 tips on how to avoid hiring a DUI lawyer that is a fraud or is incompetent. Tip number 1, check to see if they are a real lawyer. The legal profession in Ontario is governed by very strict laws. Only lawyers licensed by the Law Society of Ontario can practice law. There are no exceptions. To help the public avoid lawyer fraud, the Law Society of Ontario has a really easy search function where you can search for a lawyer. There are 3 important things to look for in the search results. 1, that the lawyer is in the Law Society of Ontario database. 2, that the class of license is listed as a lawyer and in good standing. And 3, there are no practice restrictions or regulatory proceedings against that lawyer. Tip number 2, paralegals cannot practice DUI law. The Law Society of Ontario has 2 different license types, lawyers and paralegals. Lawyers can practice any type of law in Ontario, but that's not the case with paralegals. Paralegals are only allowed to practice in very limited areas of the law. In the context of criminal charges, paralegals are not allowed to practice any type of DUI law. So charges such as impaired driving over 80 and refusal to take a breathalyzer are charges that cannot be handled by a paralegal, even if they are licensed. Check the Law Society of Ontario database to find out whether the legal professional is licensed as a lawyer and not a paralegal. Tip number 3, check Google reviews to confirm competency. So once you've confirmed that the person is a valid lawyer with the Law Society of Ontario and has a valid lawyer licensee designation, you should check whether the lawyer is good at fighting DUI cases. The best way to do that is to check their Google reviews. Google reviews are really a critical part of finding a great DUI lawyer. Make sure the DUI lawyer has at least 50 reviews. While there is no definitive rule on the minimum number of reviews, the more reviews there are, the better position you will be in to see a pattern of how the lawyer handles DUI cases. Make sure you read every review, and it's okay if the lawyer does not have a perfect 5-star rating, but read those less than 5-star ratings. And if you like the lawyer but are concerned about any specific review, bring that up with the lawyer before you hire them. Try to understand what happened so you can make an informed decision. To learn more about how to find a great DUI lawyer using Google reviews, I created a really helpful video on this topic. The link is in the description of this video. If you've been charged with drunk driving, DUI, impaired driving, or refusing a breathalyzer test, your legal strategy can make the difference between winning and losing. Reach out, let's have a confidential discussion about your case. The call is free, and you can book a time by clicking on the link in the description below.